Welcome back to Bellatini Art. I apologize for my connection. We are working on getting a better connection. So thank you for being here and thank you for your continued understanding. The whole understanding. Yes, I see you there now, Sarah. Just nobody else is here. That's all. We really truly need better Wi-Fi because this is annoying. It's about the same time every day, so that it cuts off like that because I keep history when at what time do I lose signal. Some days I fully lose it. Sometimes I just cut out for a while. Yes, I'm back. I just had to restart. This is time of the night that like all of the neighbors are home and the internet is just, I don't know, unavailable. Unavailable. Why is this way? Let me get this way. Anyway, before we got rudely interrupted, I was saying that I come back in with a fine liner and add in like the deepest depth that I can find um, in the centers of where they're suggesting the shadows to be. Yeah, we're back. Welcome back, everyone. I hope I can share this and that Sarah is okay with it because I don't really have her permission having a conversation about the coloring community and just the kind of culture and understanding in it. She's an online type of community in this way. So she wants to be like respectful and understanding. And she had noticed that in the coloring community, that when we come into the room, we all greet each other and say hello. Make sure to show attention to the people that are there. Whereas in other communities, I don't know if they do that as much. And it was like, okay to ask that, obviously, but she was so like, it made her probably feel so good when she comes into the live and everyone's like, hi, Sarah, because she's not used to that attention. So for showing her that attention, my friends. I put the link of this live in old live. Wait, I put the link of this live in the old live. Live. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm following. I'm so excited to see all of your progress. No pressure. Um, but I love seeing what everyone does. It's very motivating for me. Remy, easy. Easy, pup pup. No barking. Hi, Sarah. Hey, stop it. No. The dog walkers in the area in the night, like the people that walk their dogs at night, typically walk their dogs at this time of the night, and it it startles up all the outside dogs in the neighborhood because a lot of people have their dogs outside, like I don't know, maybe kenneled or something outside. I don't understand, but there's just dogs outside all the time in the neighborhood, and um, it drives the dogs crazy in the neighborhood when people are walking their dogs, and our dogs think they're outside all the time. In case people went to the old live, which is not working, and Sarah said go to the new live, please put. So I put it in the new live link that was right. Oh, I. Lori, are you still coloring? Is Lori here? Yeah, I think Lori's here. Are you still coloring your picture? What part are you working on? Sarah, what was that colorist page last night? Page. That we were watching the flip through because I wanted everyone to like check it out if they're not that she was showing how, but she did a lot of flip throughs and did tons of different ones, and it really motivated me. If you're not comfortable going in and just laying these black lines on something, you can use a brown pencil or a gray or a purple or something that isn't so harsh as black. But in order to make this dimensional, you have to like meet the lines halfway, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, did Michelle leave? Good night. Good night. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Michelle, let's try to go live 4 p.m. on TikTok tomorrow. And if you didn't get that, if you're already gone, I'll message you and see if that works for you. Okie dokie. Yes, 4 p.m. my time, if you can, Michelle. It would be fun to go live. And like we talked about yesterday, I appreciate you understanding that I'll be using um, TikTok to do more group type activity. Um, and that doesn't mean we're just chit chatting. We can do like tutorials. We can do anything. It's just easier for me to interact with a group there because I'll be able to see what you're doing versus trying to be visual. And kinesthetics learner. I work really hard if I'm doing something just auditory. So it's like as soon as I try to describe something I can't see, I'm immediately like lost in my head. Okay, so you can see I could go on and on and on for hours coming up with the detail. And it doesn't look pretty right now. It just looks dimensional. So now, because I have such a harsh line on there, see, this over here is without any black. This has some black and more black. But I got to go back in and start adding shading to the black now. Okay, so if it's 4 o'clock, that's 7 o'clock your time. I think you're that many hours away. So I'm going to come in and go right over the top of these black harsh lines that I put in, and I'm going to add in a Copic over it. And this is an E25. And I'm going to add just a little down over these harsh little black lines that are showing. So if there's little black lines, so when I'm doing the thin line, I don't bring my black line all the way through each and every tip. I kind of leave a little bit of room because I'm going to come back in with another color to go over it. And I just want it to, the black to tell the story and all the other colors to make the story. I don't know if that translates. I'm pretending like I'm pushing the black. Like how you do when you watercolor. You know, I'm pretending. Acting like this is a watercolor brush. Okay, good night. Good night, Michelle. And even if I didn't put black in those areas, I'm still putting brown in those areas. Because there's still a black line there regardless. And I'm not looking for any black lines. I don't want any black lines for me. And I'm okay that that went online because I can just use that in my shadowing. Some of these areas. It's just a kitty kitty. It's just a kitty kitty. Now I'm using this other color and I'm kind of blending it all in. Not just straight down. I'm literally going back over the areas I've already done. And some of the areas I will fill in where I know it'll be darker, like this, I know it'll be darker. So I give it a good scrub over here. They're not really casting shadow or light anymore, I mean. So the more I scrub this, the more it will get rid of that like line of demarcation. So lines of demarcation is what we are always trying to get rid of in this artistic world. It's like our nemesis, the constant struggle is how to create smoothness with lines. So I'm going to go up a little bit more because it's really not going to have a cast, a shadow, right? So you're only leaving these white lines where you know the light's going to capture. And Kerby is so honestly like helpful learning how to shade and shadow. Oops, I forgot to put my parts here. He really is, he's a teacher on the paper. And maybe you weren't going to shadow exactly like him, but he can start you somewhere like that. I'm just going back in and darkening up some of those areas that lighten up more than I like. Because as you scrub, you'll bring the layers back up and they're going to expose those harsh lines again. So that's why it takes so many layers. I would have to go back in now with my black and find the areas that I don't want to see these harsh lines anymore and go back through the process quite a few times to get that very serious, concentrated layering. But that's the beautiful thing about working with alcohol markers is the amount of layers you just can keep building and keep building, and it's like magic. So sometimes you'll see me come in after I have used my alcohol markers and I dry my page because it kind of fixes it a little bit. So if I want those lines to stay there, then they can. Here's another tip. If you're ever in an environment where it's cold, like for me, I'm in an environment where it's cold weather, cold everything. I will heat up my page sometimes before I start coloring because it helps, it like jumpstarts your pencil wax to break down faster, and you're not spending so much time trying to get that warm, because you have to warm up the surface of your pencil before pigment will start to release. And so if you give it a jump start, you aren't going to have those weird lines it starts with. Welcome back. So I started the base of these with this Holbein, and it's an O flesh. It's called Flesh. That's, I think, from the not the regular colors, the pastel colors. Do any of you have Holbeins? And if so, how do you like working with them? Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Mm, mm, mm. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Mhm, mhm. Mhm, mhm. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. No, not in my budget. I kept looking for sales. I know people have gotten them for a little over 200. Yes, I got mine on a Black Friday sale. And I saved and saved and told myself that if they went into a certain budget point, I think it was somewhere around there, that I would get them. And I waited and I waited. And um, to be honest with you, having polys and Holbeins, Pablos, ink tints, I honestly don't need any other pencils. Everything else is just fun for me. Those are the pencils. Those are my go-tos every single time. It's what I look for, and not because of their light fastness or um, the quality in it, because I'm not doing anything to care about light fastness. And I don't even like. I mean, we have pencils that we have that I haven't even really dug into. Like we have light fast pencils. I'm not even really used them. Um, but I feel like each pencil set really does kind of focus on its own genre of style. And I think that's what we have to really understand about pencil and pencil buying. When someone says, "Ooh, I love this pencil, you should try it." Well, let's make sure it fits within your genre of coloring. I can't handle a pencil that's too squishy because I'm going to kill my hands and the pencil. Um, it's like a full blown, pew pew scene over here. And frankly, who wants to deal with that? So I have had the luxury in my past to afford any pencils, really, any products, supplies, and I don't have that right now. And I'm okay with it because I have learned to really truly know and understand the ones that I do have. And I'm beyond thankful for what easy Remy. Easy Remy. Good job. I think our Arteza pencils are fun too. They're nice, harder, you know, softer, harder pencil, if that makes any sense. I've used those a lot. I literally have hardly any pencils compared to what I used to have. Any arts. I got rid of so many things. I would have literally just gave them all to you guys had we all been around. I just want them to go to people that will use the stuff. I think I found good homes for them. I donated to a church that was donating for like domestic violence shelters. And so I donated like, I mean, more than 100 books, like almost all of my Color Haven, I don't know what they're called. The ones that are books, not the magazine ones. Well, those went too, but a lot of my budget books. I mean, all the ones that have been I think back to Keely's question, those are the things I thought about when I was getting rid of my books is would I want to color everything in this book? Like we're not going to want to color everything in any of our books, but logically, do I find myself wanting to even do like 4 or 5 pictures in this book? No? Okay. Toodles. If not, I could take a copy of it and, put it on nice paper and do it that way. Do any of you do PDFs? That's a good question. I really enjoy PDFs. Then again, I also love working for my books, so I'm not sure if I just love coloring maybe. I have enjoyed not doing PDFs, and I own quite a bit of them. They're nice when you're like going to doctor's appointments or things that give you anxiety and you need to step away, but you can still physically be there. Like when I go visit family and stuff, I have to take coloring with me. I haven't been, but I probably should be. Maybe I would go more often. We all color for different reasons. I recently gave a huge box of stuff away. Yeah, you just sometimes like it's insanity how much we get. What did Keely say? Oh, I found that no matter how many 5-star reviews a pencil marker paint has gotten, it's up to your hand how it feels and how you know what? And I can even go like further into that. Does anyone have any Teresa Goodrich books? You probably gave yours away, Jess. Oh, but I have given away some of the cutest books. I have a hard time. Okay, so I have a hard time doing backgrounds and I have a hard time doing animals. So maybe if I kind of try to stay honest with myself, I need to like work on. I have some of those. I don't know what the book was. Maybe Sarah would know. Sarah's always my, she's my like private Google of our life. There's these books. I think we may have gotten your mom one, and the one that looks like animals. I have tried that one. Really like that one. I don't know what the book is. It's like colored pink, I think. And it has, I think it might be Korean art also. I'm really into Korean art. That's I love Korean art. And I love to color Korean art. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, that's the difference between like YouTube and like the other platforms is you can see who's sending you. You can't see who's sending you those hearts. My guess is it's Sarah because she likes to do that. Easy. No, you've been pretty good all day, mister. You've barked a lot, but you've done some pretty good listening. And I don't have much time left. I've got 7 minutes left. We can do it. Oh, thank you, Lori. No, I don't. I think I may have, and I actually went into a different book, and I'll show you in just a few moments. I'll spend just a second at the end of this what I wanted to get done tonight. So, do you want me to do another live of finishing this up, or do you want me to do as many lives as it takes to get this done? What are your thoughts? I would hate to just stop in the middle of this if somebody's out there wanting to know how it comes. Well, good night, Keely. I'll be working on mine for a few more days, so it's up to you. Well, Lori, let's see if I can get it done in one more. Is that a compromise? So we can get it done in one more? I think I can. And then I'll move on to, I think, a portrait. In one of these books. I'm going to show you how to leave the shadow and how to add shadow. That's my goal on this one. Okay, perfect. Let's see if I can say one more time. Where did my book go? Oh, there you are. I have like tons of books around me. I have a bookcase in the living room full of them, and it's funny. They should probably be in here. The wax. Oh, thank you. I have some more work to do, but I'm close. So that this book was out, and it was really popular when it came out. But we've got I'm with you, Amy, Lori. I'll be good. Wow, will be a good while till I'm done. Sure. So this book was pretty popular a while back, and I've not done too much in it. But the paper is miserable. It's miserable. It's like printer paper. But it's really, really a good way to learn hair. She really gives you a lot in the hair. She builds the eyes a little for you, but leaves the rest of this for your own understanding. She gives you a little bit right here that this needs to be darker, and then come lighter. She gives you very little. She has nothing on the face to show you what you should do other than she's got a little bit of shadow next to that strand that's there. So I think that if you're wanting to learn a little bit, like she's showing you how to come in here and give that depth here. She's showing you how to do that. And these books are really good when you're learning how to learn. Because the artist is already helping you. When you step into like Jasmine Beckett Griffith, that's a whole different ballpark because she of anything. So and this book is nice if you're wanting to learn how to do portraits and hair because it's really like she gave you a ton of texture in the bangs but left this all kind of loose. Interesting to me though. Interesting concept of how she left stuff and didn't. So I'm gonna do. I like this one too. That was a contender. I'm not sure about the mouth. The mouth is a little bit funky. This one is a very interesting concept, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. That one or that one. So 1 or 2. Do you want 1 or 2? I like the opportunity of the flowers in these pictures too. I'm going to go with this. That's a done deal. It's happening. Look it. I'm tagging it. This is what we're going to do after. So, yeah. I did. Sarah doesn't have to be tortured either. Sarah always picks my images. Sarah's probably like, thank goodness there's other people in Jess's life now because she has to pick everything I do. Not everything. That's crazy talk. I really appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. You are fantastic, and I've truly enjoyed my coloring journey so far. And those of you that have welcomed me back again, I say, it has been such a pleasure to get to know new colorists and be a part of a fantastic community that really wants to learn and grow and be supportive. So thank y'all, and we will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. YouTube. And if you want to hang out on TikTok, it's 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, TikTok. So thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, friends, and good night. Toodles, my noodles.